Cheers and salutations. Welcome, one and all, to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kit. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and check us out on our other channels, Americans Learn and Chicanime. Check out our Discord and also support us on Patreon as well. And you know what? We're about to be cursed. That's right, cursed. But don't worry, I got my awesome t-shirt that I got a friend, a good person, a friend who, let's just say, you know what? I've been dealing with a lot this past 2.5 years, and I had a person give me a t-shirt from Japan. It's a samurai cat. Got my little cup from Japan with Godzilla, and I got some tea from Japan. So life gets better. It always does. You know, just you got your ups and downs, and you got your pits, and you got your sadness. But you know what? It's not always doom and gloom. So let's go ahead and get ready to laugh and enjoy Return of the Cursed Gun Images by Brandon Herrera. The original link is in the description box below. Much love, be at peace, and let's enjoy this video in a 3, 2, and an uno, shall we?
Oh, hey, man, what's up?
Hey, what you doing there, bud?
Oh, nothing, just up here cranking melody.
I've seen that before. I saw that being used by Scott from Kentucky Ballistics. That's freaking awesome.
This thing's just a badass anti-tank rifle, man. I'm excited to film with it.
Yeah, but we don't have Desperado to film that anymore.
Fuck. Yeah, kind of still figuring that part out. In the meantime, what's something else we could film that we don't need Desperado for? No.
Hi there, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cursed Gun Images. Yay. If you guys aren't familiar with the concept of Cursed Gun Images, it's when you guys find the most heinous shit you possibly can when it comes to firearms, or poorly modded firearms, or just bad stuff, and you bring it to me. And you're all proud and shit about it too, like a cat bringing in a dead ferret. And I talk about them here on this series, as much as some of them pain me. You wonder why you drive me to drink. I think it's been over a year since...
Proud to say it's been almost 2 months since I've touched alcohol. And I've noticed I've lost a lot of weight. Seriously, I'm kind of rather afraid just how much weight I've lost, and also just my bet. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had a shot of whiskey here and there. Actually, I think I count on my hands 5 times I had a shot of whiskey. But for the most part, beer and booze. I know, Brandon, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me. But I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. Booze free for a while. Booze free.
We've done one of these too, so I guess I'm long overdue for it. All right, that's enough procrastinating. Let's get this over with. Let's start out kind of mild and work our way in. I should call her. Are you a fan of space-age guns, but also kind of a sucker for the classics? Well, let me introduce you to this. A P90 Thompson hybrid, called the Thompson 90. I think it's supposed to be like the P Thompson 90. I like to picture somebody trying to say that. Thompson. I'm a child. This one just looks to be a Thompson, like a functional 45 ACP Thompson submachine gun with, I guess, P90 furniture just crudely attached to it. The inclusion of the little reflex sight there on top of the handguards. Kind of funny. Fuck, if they went that far, this thing's actually probably pretty functional. Honestly, you can't get much worse than the original ergos on the Thompson, so this might actually be kind of an improvement. Next up, speaking of the classics, we have the Obrezd PPSH 41. Which, if you know how sought after these things are in the States, it just hurts my heart, especially with how crude the shroud's cut. I mean, maybe it's just winter, because we all know that the PP... I can't even finish that joke. That is so bad.
PP.
Next, camera on gun to trap crooks.
Surprise! Say cheese!
Graphic identifications of fleeing criminals may be obtained with a recently perfected camera which is attached to the pistol or rifle and worked by the gun's trigger. The lens used can work at an opening of f3.5, which permits the camera to be used in comparatively poor light and at high speed. The small negatives are sharp enough to be enlarged. Does nobody see the problem with this?
I see a lot of problems with this, and it could be a lot of legal issues, depending on the state. If it's a right to stand your ground state, I don't see it going any further.
They even clarified fleeing criminals.
He was running away. He was running to get a bigger gun, sir. Young man, do you know why you're in this courtroom? Yes, I shot a fleeing criminal. You do realize you just said you shot a fleeing criminal. Yes. But he could have got a bigger gun. Oh, okay, then not guilty.
So if you want photographic evidence of you shooting a guy in the back while he's running away, this is the gun for you. What a fucking unhinged product description. Perfect. It's not like body cam where you could just, take a picture. No, you have to shoot the guy. Really sucks when the department's taking your mugshot and that's the only thing they've got. Like, all right, open wide. It reminds me of that meme. Hold up, let me find it. A Colt 38 revolver from 1938 that automatically takes a...
Oh, God. Ugh. Well, each of those images, I don't know.
Photo each time the trigger is pulled. It's just 4 furries and a big-ass spider. It's not funny. Now up next, God, this takes me back to... You guys remember the Smith & Methson? An oldie but goodie from Cursed Gun Images past. Well, that's going to be the theme of the next couple. That's right. We're going straight to Tweaker Tactical. Like this old one. Built this while tripping. No idea what it does. Not trying it either.
Well, at least he's honest. Yeah, hey, I built this while I was tripping, man. I don't know what it does, man. It could open up a time portal, it could blow up my hand, or it actually is a decent firearm. Neither option sounds good.
Honestly, fucking smart. Looks like that thing from Gary's mod. Oh, fuck, it's the tool gun from Gary's mod. It's amazing what you don't know when you go outside. I'm kidding. I'm still a gamer. Most recently, Eli's gotten me into Metal Gear Solid 5, which I have been playing quite a lot. So this is your early warning sign. Be expecting some Metal Gear content. But back to meth heads.
I wasn't prepared for Metal Gear. I played, I think it was Metal Gear 4 or something. Yeah, the one with the senator. I didn't get to the end, but I heard some stories, okay? I haven't beaten the game yet, but I've heard stories. I don't know if I'm ready for this anarchy.
This is your Tech 9. This is your Tech 9 on drugs. It's funny, I actually recognize this gun. I think I used to own one. It's an Intratec Tech 22. Back in my day. Oh, fuck. Back in my day. Way back when I was familiar with this anyway. They used to call it the Scorpion, too. Because I guess the way that the magazine was curved. Lance, if you could pull up a photo of the Intratec Tech 22. The way the mag was curved, I guess it kind of looked like a poor man's Scorpion. Like the VZ61. By all accounts, it was shit. So, there's that. This one just has not been very well taken care of, and the metal's all fucked up, and I wouldn't shoot that. And finally, you know what's going to be good when it's from a news article? Vancouver police arrest man with loaded gun in downtown Eastside Friday. The Vancouver Police Department says it has arrested a man with a loaded gun in downtown Eastside. Yeah, I got that from the fucking title. Why did I even read that? Fucking journos, man. If you look at this,
it's what it is. It's called being paid by the word. Okay, that article was probably the rent was due.
Still in the little fucking shitty Walmart holster. Judging by the slope of the holster, it looks like the holster it's in is backwards. But now to that second image, you find something much more concerning. I can see the back of that shotgun shell. If you know anything about guns, that's problematic. You see, the chamber's where all the pressure is. Any action has an equal and opposite reaction, so the amount of force applied forward is also being pushed backward. That's why guns have a very strong chamber, solid reinforcement behind said round. This doesn't have that. So if by some miracle, if you could call it that, this is a functional gun, I would not be the guy who's test firing it.
No thanks, I choose life.
God, that guy definitely didn't go to sdi.edu, where you can get your starting gunsmithing and weapons technology. While we're talking about guns, let's talk about safe storage for a second, which, I'll do as I say, not as I do. But if you live in a place, let's say you got small kids in the house, something like that, you want to make sure your firearms are secure, maybe check out Vera Safety. It's biometric safe storage, like their pistol lock right here. One press of the finger, your gun immediately deploys. They also have rifle mounts, so you can keep your bedside very close by while also secure and ready to deploy at a moment's notice. And if you use code Herrera,
That's actually pretty cool.
You can get 30% off your purchase over at Vera Safety using the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. We appreciate their support. Back to Cursed Gun Images. Up next, we have a revolver, but not just any revolver. You remember the Taurus Judge, like the 410, 45 long Colt defense pistol? I have one just for the meme, and it's about as bad as you think. But you know what? If we're going to 410, 45 long Colt, why stop there? You could go up to something like, I don't know, 45-70. Remember when I said guns usually like to have thicker chambers and breeches? Give the round
nice big stick.
a little bit of reinforcement? That's why. That's why. I was looking at this obviously cast frame on a 45-70 revolver, and that is what makes this cursed as hell. That, and you're probably cursed by the ghost of whoever was shooting that fucking thing. All right, next we'll take a field trip to Ukraine, where we've seen some wild guns come out of there. I mean, we had a whole video series on it. This one was just too neat not to talk about. It's what appears to be an
Oh boy, that doesn't look effective at all.
old Maxim gun. If you're not familiar with the Maxim, we actually did a video on that as well. Probably age restricted here on YouTube because their guidelines about shooting safe, fully automatic, legal firearms, even though we have the proper licenses, it gets age restricted because the guidelines are gay.
Yes, YouTube is... YouTube, I remember when you used to be fun, YouTube. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to listen to those now bankrupt journalist magazines and corporate media that's hemorrhaging? I mean, MSNBC and CNN are going bankrupt. Well, now I wouldn't say bankrupt, but they're firing people left and right, okay? I mean, Polygon's gone belly up, Vice is whatever, BuzzFeed, what does that even mean anymore? I mean, they're all gone. Was it worth it? Remember fun? I vaguely remember fun. Vaguely.
Anyhow, they seem to have attached a Picatinny rail on it for a scope, jerry-rigged a stock, and an AK Bakelite pistol grip on the bottom, with what appears to be a PKM drum on the bottom, so you can feed 7.62 by 54R through it. Fun fact, my Maxim's also chambered in 54R, because it was a Finnish Maxim. Then this wacky shroud with a bipod, and finally up front, an Allen keyed-on muzzle brake. Mom, we have PKM at home. Is it wacky? Yes. Is it cursed? I mean...
Maybe.
Necessity's the mother of all invention, I guess. Not gonna lie, the longer I look, the more it's kind of growing on me. Either way, on the totally opposite end of the spectrum, this one is from the reviews on PSA's website for the Pulsefire Underbarrel Flamethrower. They're usually meant to attach to the bottom of ARs and things like that, just kind of like a...
Whoa, that's cool.
As a little gimmick, a meme, so to speak. Yeah, this guy put it on a suppressed Glock. One that has a brace attachment, and I believe a silencer suppressor. And of course, the drum magazine, or the titty, as it's known in some urban areas. Putting it frankly, this is the most PSA owner shit I've ever seen. Definitely earning its place in the ranks of the cursed guns we have on the list. Alright, so this looks fairly innocuous. It's a Glock 19, albeit being on a printy boy frame, if you catch my drift. But upon further inspection,
I hate that yellow button.
it's actually a Glock that takes Beretta mags, which is interesting. Then I started thinking of a name for that. I settled on the Barack. Thanks, Obama. Speaking of printy boy,
let me be clear here. Brandon Herrera. I always like, comment, share, and subscribe to your video. And when I have to, I'm going to give that bell a ring. Obama out. Let me be clear, folks. Support your favorite content creator. Do it all the time. Obama out.
boys, though, this next one comes straight from my buddy Print Shoot Repeat. It's an MCX regulator, which you can tell something's a little off at first glance, but it doesn't look too crazy until you realize this is a California compliant lower on the MCX, meant for a hunting style stock that somebody has put a pistol grip on anyway. By somebody, I'm pretty sure it was PSR. Thanks. I hate it. Also, we have to appreciate the inclusion of the free feet pics of his, I was gonna say 2 left feet. It's
Whoa, it's like his feet are wrong.
actually just his left foot is where his right foot should be, and right foot where left is.
Maybe he's standing cross-legged.
Fun fact about PSR, that's actually just the way he is. He's not memeing here. Some dudes are just born with fucked up feet. I'm gonna put as much effort into this next one as they did. This is a Glock 17 that somebody added a bunch of fucking bionicle shit to,
Yes.
as well as electrical tape, apparently. Put a forward grip and a dot on. the quote, how in the fucking Southside Chicago Section 8 low-income housing environment BS is this? I can tell you just how Southside Chicago Section 8 low-income housing it is. That's a felony.
I feel wrongly attacked as a Southsider in Chicago. Okay? I feel wrongly attacked here. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Because you have a vertical grip on a pistol. A lot of people don't know that's an NFA violation. It's gotten a little bit more lenient recently when people, challenging the definition of vertical being not exactly 90 degrees, but that's a vertical grip on a pistol. In good news, I'm pretty sure you can just take it and bend it and change that and make it compliant, but but if stocks on pistols aren't okay and vertical grips on pistols aren't okay, what about pistols on pistols? Now the ATF doesn't know what to do. Yo, dog, I heard you like pistols. Honestly, I would never shoulder that. That looks like that that beaver tail would fuck you up. And now for the magnum opus from PNW Gorilla. Desiring to have iron sights on his, sure-shotted out AK. Got the similar rail right back there. He decides to do this. Adding an AR carry handle and a front sight onto his AK. Thanks. I hate it. It's like he does this just to upset me. I just hope that God is as merciful as you think he is. I think...
Well, you always hope God is merciful. Better times, please. That's all I pray for.
The thing that I hate about this most is how many of you guys in the comments are going to say that this shit is drippy as hell. Because I can almost see where you're coming from. I almost get it. But be not led astray. Or else. One quick interesting point though before we close out. I am actually getting a new studio set up. So I didn't think about it until I sat down to film this exact video, but I've had this set up for a few years. It served me well. It's kind of crazy to think, hundreds of millions of views have happened here, which that blows my fucking mind. But I'm really excited what I can do with the new setup as far as, maybe some better lighting. I'm excited for it. But I'm also a little bit of a softie and I'm a little sentimental for this stuff. So this will be the last time you see that wall, and the next time I sit down and record a desk video, hopefully I've got my new setup ready by then, but I don't know. Closing of a chapter in a way. But that does close out this episode of Cursed Gun Images. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully that gets you off my back so I don't have to do another one until next fucking year. Actually, this one wasn't too bad, which means you gotta send even worse suggestions next time. Anyhow, I appreciate it, guys, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon like us. Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon like us. Putin's rise to the top.
Remember when I said guns have the thick... fuck. Remember when I said guns like to have thick... Do I really need to keep making that hand gesture when I say that?
Yes. All right. First of all, we here at Chicago Reacts give a huge salute to Brandon Herrera, and we wish you all the best in your new studio. Keep doing the great work. If anyone deserves a chance to expand and grow said channel, it's you, buddy. So all the best to you. Keep doing the outstanding work, and enjoy the Cursed Images. I gotta tell you that there's one thing I want to address. I did a recent reaction to his Darwin Award video, and I just want to just add something in here. Especially when it got to the last part of that video. So if you missed out on it, check it out. I'll have to say that video, it was a roller coaster of emotions, and at the end, it really plucked at my heartstrings. I've been going through some stuff here and there, and when it comes down to people wanting to, I guess, self-deletion, you know, they are right at the video, you know, it only transfers the pain, you know. So if you know anyone that's hurting or suffering, or you yourself are in some very in a very dark place, there are people and groups that will listen and help. There are people who do care, you know. It's never the answer. Never is, never will be. So keep fighting, keep pushing forward. Take care of yourselves and each other, and let's live for a better tomorrow. Better days are ahead.